Do you know who that is? That's Cindy Cochran. You probably know her from Signing with Cindy. But you're on the Cindy Cochran Show on our YouTube and our City TV right now. Make sure to subscribe to her on YouTube to make sure to be notified on all upcoming shows. And make sure to listen to her live on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and online at irlonestar.com. She has a lot of fun, and she invites you to join her every Monday through Friday live. Now, let's see who's on the show today.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, it is Friday. That's the happiest day of the week. No, every day is a happy day of the week. It just depends on if you have something to do this Friday and you're looking forward to it. I just want to sleep late. That's all I want to do. But you're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, and I'm so happy that you are, because I know you have a choice. You could be listening to all kind of different things, places, and watching other, TV shows and all that. But you chose to snuggle up around that favorite computer and decide you're going to listen to the Cindy Cochran Show. But you may be listening to us on Conroe's FM 106.1 or 104.5. And you always have to say it with that kind of voice, though. 104.5. Or, yeah. Anyway, that's another way to listen to us. And I had posted on my Cindy Cochran Facebook page, that's the Cindy Cochran Show page, that our first video version of the show that they're going to be showing on Suddenlink. And I posted the wrong link because I've posted the audio only. So people must have clicked on that one. Certainly looks like it's only audio to me, Cindy. This is no video at all. So I've reposted the right one. You go to YouTube. YouTube is where you search for the video. Is that going to be like always? That's where you go for the video version? Or it's going to be both of them?
What are you talking about?
The SoundCloud doesn't have the video version on it. It's just the audio.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of SoundCloud.
Okay, so I didn't.
So that's the podcast. If you want to just listen to the show, you subscribe. Okay. And that's why I kept telling you to set up your iTunes account and things like that, so you can subscribe to the audio version of the show. Some people don't like to watch it because they're in their car and they want to listen in their car.
Right.
We don't want them driving like you while being distracted. And so we listen to the Cindy Cochran Show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Cindy. When I saw you post that, I was the one that posted the correction. If you noticed that,
I didn't.
I posted a correction.
No, I didn't, because I came back and
because I go right when I saw it, I was like, "Come on, Cindy! Like the first time you actually touch SoundCloud, you do the wrong one. Like she neglects SoundCloud. She has SoundCloud podcasts from like probably 20 shows ago. She hasn't touched, and she only touches YouTube. And then the one time."
I was trying to be a good girl because you said you got to get your YouTube stuff, fixed up. And so,
no, I said SoundCloud.
But SoundCloud stuff fixed up. But when I went to the YouTube version of our first show, that's video, it sounded like it was real overmodulated. So I thought, and then I saw SoundCloud had mix down. I went, SoundCloud has the mix down. Like the mix was better on the audio.
Well, it is, because it's on another computer. We're working the audio issue out. It's never going to work ever. I'm convinced.
But I just sounded a little hot.
Yeah. Well, it's because you saw it too high into the microphone.
You didn't react to that? Okay.
Well, no, you didn't look a little hot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No. I didn't look a little hot. I didn't look at all hot. But no, but it was it was different. I think that I like the look of these cameras. They look good.
They're slick.
And these were the cheapest. The ones he has were really expensive, but it made you look bad. This one, it just takes some pounds off or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That laughter, you mistake that laughter. It's so infectious. I have Joey Sheaf with me today. He's going to be my guest co-host. Co-host. And I've been telling people, I don't know if you saw my post on you coming on and what, I was going to ask you about. We were going to talk about entertainment, popcorn, butter popcorn, and things that are going on in Conroe.
Oh, yeah.
But that I also was going to ask you, because you did the sermon Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
That who distracted you the most in the audience? I always loved when I used to interpret for the church services. I would stand up there and interpret for the hearing impaired, and so I would stand behind or next to the preacher, which was so much fun because normally they they start talking about things, and I realized that people in the audience that are deaf would not understand the colloquialism or the colored words that they would use. So I'd have to translate those, and so people that would watch me, even the hearing people, would say, "You didn't sound like you. I mean, it didn't look like you were doing exactly what he did." I said, "Oh, I don't. Whenever it's not as exciting as I think it should be, then I change that up." And I tell them about a funny story that happened to me on the way. No, I said I do sometimes do my own translation of it, but I'm interpreting it, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing, is interpreting what I think they're trying to get across. And sometimes they take a lot of words that I could take that sermon down to about 15 minutes and do it. But it was always so much fun. But I loved watching the audience because that was just a lot of fun to do. And so I'm going to kind of quiz you throughout the show. We'll do it in our second half, and I'm going to talk about what you found. Now, that was your second sermon you did at that church?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one was during the senior Sunday when I was a senior in high school, that the graduating class got to lead the service. Like we led the songs, we did the communion thought.
But that's when you have just a little team part in it.
This was, yeah. It was more of a group effort. Yeah.
Now this was all on your shoulders.
Yes.
Well, I mean, God.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, don't ever forget God in there.
Yeah. No, it was an excellent opportunity, and I'm very grateful to the staff, the leadership at Conroe Church of Christ for giving me this opportunity to do so. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to be able to work with the worship leader and do the service just like any regular service, but get that experience. Get that experience of going firsthand. What does it take to get a service going? There's a lot more than I thought.
Right. Well, I sit on the second to the back row, and your parents sit on the back row.
Right. Yes, yeah.
That's where I met you.
Right.
I kept hearing this voice, and like, where's that voice coming from? I felt like I was on The Voice, and I wanted to turn my chair around and go like, "Is that you?" And I finally, after it was over, I had to turn around and say, "Yeah, that was amazing." I felt bad for whoever was singing next to you because I wasn't saying anything bad about them, but it was just that your voice just came through, and it was so professional sounding, and it was just, you should have been with the choir. But so that's how, we were far back, and I knew your mother was probably more nervous than anybody. Was she? What do you think she was?
She knew that I would do a good job. Not from like, my son is the greatest. I'm by no means the greatest person to ever get up on stage and talk about the Word of God. But
well, I don't know. I think you're right up there, Joey, because Joey never lost a smile. He smiled the whole time, like somebody had just taken the Joker thing and gone like,
Did your smile quiver at all?
Never.
That happens to me when I'm smiling and speaking in public, kind of like there's this little shake.
Oh
yeah. Well, there's the difference between like I guess like a genuine, because I've had that smile before where like take a lot of pictures and everything, so I don't want to be smiling right now, but I have to take pictures and my smile hurts. Like my jaw is quaking right now.
Now you know what it's like for women to go to baby showers. You have to smile the whole time.
Yeah.
Your face hurts after it's over.
Absolutely.
And you go like, ugh, how do people do that?
Yeah, and it's hard to break that smile now.
Well,
it's like you're trapped.
That's exactly right. Yeah, they'll think something's wrong. What's wrong? But you did have a great presence and glowing look on your face as you did preach, and
Thank you.
I can't wait to find out all the things that a lot of people have questions for preachers that get up and preach,
Absolutely.
And that like who distracted you the most and that kind of thing, and I know that people are so weird out there, and I can't believe how many times people try and put their hand to their nose throughout the sermon. And that's what I saw. And I'm not going to say pick your nose because I hate that phrase, but that's what they do. And I noticed it first whenever I would videotape.
Oh, yeah.
I'd videotape the audiences and the preacher, and we were going to do some kind of promo.
Right.
So I'm putting the camera on. I'm realizing, good grief, I can't take that shot, and I can't take this shot, and this guy's sleeping, and this guy. And so trying to find people that you want to be representative of an excited, attentive audience.
Right.
And then how an audience will lose their attention span very quickly, and then do the people looking on their phones and all that stuff bother preachers now, because I can remember the first time preachers said, "Okay, everybody, get your phones out," and you're thinking they're going to say, "Get your Bibles out," and and they said, "Okay, so go to this site," and it was just like amazing, like everybody. You mean I can do this and nobody's going to get after me? My parents aren't going to get after me.
Oh, man, we're breaking the taboo of getting our phones out in church and not having to hide them in between our legs while playing a game. Yeah.
I remember at Spring Woodlands before the phones it was like really just the beginning of the phones coming out, cell phones coming out. And I wondered, I said, just someday there's got to be, these Bibles are going to have to be put in the phone so that we can, everything's going to be able to happen on this phone. Yeah. And this is going to be so weird not to be able to tactically touch the pages of the Bible and find Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. I don't need the song anymore. Now I can actually find the book.
We can either go to Google, which there are tons of websites that have the entire Bible in every translation loaded on there, or we can just download Bible apps.
Yeah, and go to Bible Gateway and put one word in. If you only remember one word of a scripture or something, you can put one word in.
It'll bring up every single verse that has that one word in it, and then just go through the verse. Oh, that's the one. Oh, on page 80.
Yeah. And you can sit there and read all that, and then the text messages that pop up, you can't help that. Right. So you can keep up with your friends and what's going on outside the sermon.
Exactly.
Right? So it works out perfect. But so the technology has certainly helped. Younger people feel like, well, if I can read this on my Bible, on my smartphone, then everything's cool. Yeah. All right. Listen, guys, we're going to come right back and ask the deep probing questions of the preacher and what he sees and what he knows.
Joey.
Yeah.
So ready.
We're going to do that. Yes, we are. And we'll be right back on the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
The Cindy Cochran Show. The first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran, and just want to thank you for listening. And remember, I'm live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., and you can interact with the show through my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show. It's real reality radio. Hey, give your ears a treat.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Oh, yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday, and we're going to be talking about all the fun things that you can do on Friday. But right now, the fun things you can do on Sunday, a lot of people go to church. So,
nice segue.
Yeah, hello. I was trying to do that and read the comment I got from Dennis, one of our loyal listeners.
Yeah.
One time I'm sitting here talking and just doing like, oh, yeah, let's do the show, and it's so much fun and everything. And he posts, I'm the only one listening to your show. And I went, thank you. He said, there's only one person listening to your show. And it was him. But he did
there's us.
Yeah, we're listening.
I count everybody, even that they...
And there's the FM listeners, no telling what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's right.
How many people... FM listeners, if you're tuning in for the first time.
Yeah.
All those Willis people wonder what they're doing.
Yeah. No telling with the Willis people.
Well, I have a lot of fans in Willis. It's a little fan group there in Willis that has to...
I'm not lying. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought you were going to be pawning off those dogs today.
See, I hadn't even mentioned them.
And you didn't even tell me what you were doing. Like, all I got was a text message that said, I didn't get a text, I got an email, because we were talking about, I gave her a real hard time about yesterday, about like, you need to get prepared, you need to do all this stuff. Like, your tomorrow show, what's going on? She's like, I'm going to talk to Bob. And I'm like, well, that's not a show.
Well, no, I said, I'm going to talk to Bob Smiley at church and see if I can make sure.
And I was like, you need to do a show without Bob. What show would you want to do without Bob? Think about that.
What about Bob?
And then I get an email saying, oh, here, like, she didn't even send an email. She didn't even send any text. It's just a replay. It's just a YouTube video. And I was like, what? What does that even mean? Like, want me to play this? And then she didn't even tell me her puppy gave birth like 4 dogs? How many dogs?
Five.
Whoa.
5 dogs.
Yay.
5 dogs, and it was so exciting.
Did you film it?
No,
You should have filmed it.
I
Put it
know-
on the Facebook.
I know
Everyone will want to watch that.
but those are popular videos. But it was so exciting, and it was so much fun, and you're caught up in the moment of, here comes this baby out. But Cindy and Samuel had never seen anything like this done, and they all started crying. And even Samantha started crying. They were crying because it was just so beautiful watching this happen, and how good she was. She was a good mommy. I mean, you imagine a dog that's never had puppies before, and you're like, what is going on? And Samantha was afraid she was going to hold back giving birth because she thought she was having to do number 2, and she's not allowed to do that in the house. And so she's trying. No, but I said, no, nature's going to take over. I guarantee you. And it was great. 5 puppies, but she started at 10 o'clock in the evening and didn't finish till 5 o'clock that morning. And we had to stay there right with her because we didn't know what was going to happen, if she even knew what to do and all that stuff. And
I'm very disappointed you didn't do a on the street, man on the street segment with the birth. She does this segment where she likes to go around the street and check out people.
Yeah.
You should have done it, reporting live from the birth of these puppy
I
dogs.
I should have. But the presence of mind is just watching that happen. And we took pictures right after of the puppies that were so cute. But
that dog looked really excited.
You
About
see
you
the eye?
taking pictures of her.
Did you go in on
Yeah,
eye?
she was just like, just leave me alone.
What kind
Do
of
you know
dog?
what I've been through?
What kind of dog?
Well, she's kind of a mix.
Okay.
But the dad is a golden retriever, and not
You
one
you
golden.
actually know who the dad is? You actually know?
Yeah, remember I told you that Samuel was explaining to people that the way she got this way was that
Like Jesus?
huh? No, the way that what?
I said like Jesus?
No.
Because the way you originally told it was she just came, you thought she was sick, and all of a sudden this dog's pregnant. And I'm like, wait a second, how many dogs do you have? I only have 1 dog. So how does that even work?
Well, there's some boy dogs across the street.
How do you know
Oh
that?
gosh.
And Samuel said, and she
You should have filmed that.
she said, and she got this way by giving one of the dogs a free piggyback ride. And so that's the way. That's the way you explain it.
That's a great way to describe it. Like, and especially, the situations with your mother and father, like, oh, we're just giving each other piggyback rides.
Jeez.
I don't know about that.
Free ones, too.
But this was see,
That's important. That's important.
we had a lot of dogs growing up. My mom would explain it by, oh, look at them doing that conga line, and so that's the way she would explain it. So so we said it when he said that, it took over. That's great, Samuel. So that's how he's learned about biology.
Is that the first time anything's given birth in your home?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Home birth.
Cindy had never even seen a real live puppy before.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I didn't realize that how it was.
She's going to be a little girl about it, too.
So, I'm telling you, and so they come from
Everyone
school.
becomes a little girl when they see puppies.
Dude, I've become
do.
a little girl
Little
multiple
girl.
times when
They talk
faced with
higher.
puppies and kittens.
Yeah, they talk higher and
Yeah.
like, hello, you're so
Oh,
cute. So puppies, but they are precious. I love them, and it's so much fun. And the kids can't wait to get home. They can't wait to wake up in the morning because they go, play with them.
yeah.
And so it's great. I
So
love
what's
it.
going to happen
I'm just so messed up in my
with them?
format. What?
What's going to happen with them? That's the adult question.
Yeah.
Because I've seen my family members have the same scenario where
Yeah.
you have 6 dogs now.
That's right.
And so what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
You sound just like Sam when you said that. Same inflection, everything. That was really good. Sam said, okay, what are you going to do about it now? And because every time he'd come in the room when she's trying to give birth and stuff, and he'd just stand there and go, I tried to tell you, you shouldn't have gone over there. You should, and you should have been a good girl and being so mean to the dog. I said, she's having babies. Get out of here. But he said, you got to start getting rid of them. And they're not purebred, so you got to start finding people that need a puppy. And I thought, Rich, I thought of you first.
Yeah,
Richard.
totally.
And I would never.
Richard looks like the caretaker type.
Oh,
He looks
yeah.
he looks like the kind of guy who buys a
Well,
bag.
do you want me to
just to
tell
bring
you
his
about
puppy
my
somewhere.
first dog birth story? Was with my brother, who's a rancher, and the dog gave birth. Like 2 dogs gave birth on the ranch, and I was like, man, what are you gonna do with all these dogs? He's like, I'm not doing anything. They live out in the pasture.
So he just let him.
Yeah, he fed them, but that's where their home was outside. And one time we were riding, and I found like 3 of them dead from heat stroke. And I was like, man, this is crazy. He's like, hey, it happens. I was like, okay.
That's cold.
No.
So there you go. Leave them out.
No.
Feed them. You still get the conscious feeling of feeding them. Like, oh, we're doing a good job here. But then if they pass away due to natural reasons, not your problem.
Not your problem.
But I mean, there was still a way to combat those natural reasons.
Well, it's not like it's not. The dog could have gone under the shed and stuff. I mean, it's not like
It's so pitiful because they really do have this instinct so strong that like the day of the birth they will. This is what Google said. The day of the birth they'll start digging, and so you go take them outside, and she was digging these holes and trying to get under a bridge that was only like that tall. And she was trying to get under it, and so she was trying to get into the cave or whatever to have the babies, and it was so pitiful, but it was wonderful. I mean, it was like the instincts are so strong, and here she has all these puppies. She hadn't gone to class. She didn't know like
she didn't know the
go to Lamaze.
breathing.
But she did it. She panted. I think that's where we got it from, was to watch them pant through the pain part of it.
Wow.
But that's the instinct is just it's there. It's there.
Are we gonna have a Cindy Cochran giveaway? Just message Cindy on Facebook, the Cindy Cochran Show, and you can get a dog
and get a puppy that was birthed right in my house.
Right.
I mean,
right here.
What?
That's so creepy.
No, and
just leave it outside. I'm telling you, leave food outside. Let the dog be a dog, because that's what dogs do. They hang out.
But we don't have anything to contain the dogs.
No, I guarantee the heat stroke won't happen because it's like 30 degrees right now.
Yeah,
so.
but when summer comes.
Well, no, it's.
You said the heat stroke will get them because it's 30 degrees outside.
No, it won't get them.
Oh, it won't get them.
So
no.
Okay.
No.
Well, Texas is a weather anomaly sometimes.
Oh, I love that. That's good.
It's going to be in the low 20s this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're all going to be in the house together.
And then like 70s and 80s next week. Sorry.
Yeah. No. That's exactly right. That's why we're all sick. And we always have sinus problems. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, if you need a dog, be sure and Facebook me. And oh, look, the first person to Facebook me. Oh, it's Dennis. So Dennis, you win the dog. Okay, Dennis.
He wins all 5.
All 5 for you, Dennis. Okay. So anyway, I
wonder what happens if you take them to the orphanages. Like, you know how people used to drop off babies? What happens if you take dogs?
Well, they gas them after a certain
No,
amount of
that's
time.
that's the SPCA. I'm talking like an actual orphanage where you drop off babies.
Well, that's right.
So what would happen?
Like,
you don't show them it's a puppy. You put it in the basket. And like, oh man, another kid.
I'm sure by like the whimpering that they hear on the other side of the door, they were like, "This does not sound like an ordinary child."
Right.
Oh my gosh, this is 5.
I bet they would leave it.
Well, I mean.
But you know what?
I hate to say that, but because it's an orphanage. It's not a pet shelter.
I think God gives children that baby, that cry, that you will go to them and do whatever they need done to make them stop crying.
Yeah.
And dogs have that same pitch and cry in theirs. And so you'll make sure that you stay with them. But listen, I do want to read real quickly. Dennis we're thinking about talking about the being a preacher and doing a sermon. He says, talk about the video aspect, please. Will it be live? Yes, it will be live. But he said he was talking about your performance is like his performance on stage. You wanted to compare it to being on stage and that kind of thing, and which you are too, as you're an actor. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, Richard. This is the Cindy Cochran Show. It's real reality radio, and we will be right back. Okay.
The Cindy Cochran Show, real reality radio.
Hi, this is Cindy. Thank you for taking the time to snuggle up with a good computer and a latte grande and listen to The Cindy Cochran Show, having fun with the world's news and local happenings in your own backyard.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the first daily talk show serving Montgomery County.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. We thank you so much for listening. We know we have all of the Joey Sheaf fans out there, and then I have Dennis out there. Dennis Dennis always accuses me of not reading all the stuff that he prints on or the sends on Facebook, and some of them I just cannot, or we'd be taken off the air. But
Yeah, we just need a Dennis decipher kind
Right.
of thing, translator.
right, that's right. Yeah, filter for Dennis. I was saying
it'll just be symbols.
and just be so.
That's all it would be.
It was the hieroglyphics.
That's right. I was talking about whoever posted first on my Facebook. I would give him a puppy, and Dennis, of course, is already there. He's the first one that posted. But he responded back to that. I thought he'd say, like, I'm not taking any dog, but he said, I have a good Chinese recipe. I'll take the fat one. So, Dennis, you'll not be getting a dog. I totally take that back.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. But he wanted me to talk about the video aspect of this and where to go. Go to YouTube, and I know you've subscribed to my channel, right, Dennis? So you have to go to YouTube and look up the Cindy Cochran Show. And the first one up there is going to be January 3rd. So if you look at that one, and you'll love it, Dennis, because the camera is only on me the whole time. I kept saying, Richard, where's your shot? He never took his shot because, he had a camera on him, but he wouldn't take the shot. And so I'm sitting here the whole time going, looking at him.
What do you think this show's going to be like?
Well, because we only have 2 cameras, we got to get another camera.
No, we have 3. Look. Oh, that's not me.
What?
Oh,
That's me.
oh,
Oh,
I can't see.
where's the
They
camera?
can't. No one else can see but me. This is,
He decides. Yeah. But anyway, so Dennis, you have to go to YouTube, and he's going to videotape
we
every
are
show.
going to try to do it live. There's several options going on with streaming live, and one thing we're testing with is YouTube Live, and then also streaming live to Channel 12. But there's some internet problems. The infrastructure here in downtown Conroe, internet is different from everywhere else, and it can't support what we're trying to do with the quality wise. Like, we could do it now, but it's going to look all grainy, and it's not going to look like what it looks like right now.
Oh, okay.
So, and then the YouTube Live is pretty cool, but the only issue I have with it is we have to send out a link every time we broadcast,
Oh.
if that
Oh,
makes sense. So,
well-
and knowing Cindy, that'll never get said, and no one will understand. So I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to work around
Thank
Cindy.
you.
That's what my mother told me to do about you. She's like, just work around her.
Did you bring me up to your mother?
No.
You better not have,
I was
because
kidding.
I only say good things to your mother about you. And I then have to say a prayer for forgiveness for lying. No, but I always say good things about you, Richard. And
But that's the status of the videos. I encourage everyone right now to go to YouTube, the Cindy Cochran Show, and subscribe, because the cool thing about subscribing, and there's a little bell next to the subscription, you'll get an email every time we upload Cindy's stuff.
Yeah.
so that won't be
so-
often, but no, I'll try and make it where you're just, she's quit doing it. She keeps uploading these videos all the time.
And it's just shots of you.
That's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, still frames.
Yeah. But
I
see,
mean, I'm showing Joey, but Joey's just sitting there listening to you. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's more entertaining.
I'm going to let him talk now. We're going into
Well,
his
obviously,
segment
we're
now.
listening.
Yes, your listening face is great because he's always laughing. He's always smiling. Oh,
Yeah.
look, you're great ringer in an audience
Thank you.
would be Joey. Okay, so Dennis also asked about, comparing his performances. Would it be on stage? Would that be comparable to what a preacher does, or how a preacher sees himself on stage? Stage work compared to altar work.
Well, I thought about it a while back, in that I would constantly get nervous whenever I would be chosen to do the communion thought. I'm like, man, why am I so nervous? I'm just getting up there, but I was never nervous when I was doing like shows. And I think the reason with that is, for so long, whenever I was doing a show, none of the audience members wanted to see Joey. Like, nobody cared about who Joey was. They just wanted to see the character. Who was the
Right.
character?
Right.
And so
right.
I was never myself on stage. So, I mean, whatever the character was feeling, I was feeling that. So if the character was excited, I was excited no matter who was in the audience. But now that, in church, that you have to be genuine. That teachers of the word are scrutinized more. They
Right.
are looked at in a different light. And so
Good point.
there's more scrutiny in that. You have to be genuine about what you're talking about. You have to be genuine about what you're doing up on the stage or in a Bible study in front of people, wherever you are. And so And so I juggled with that. I was like, why am I so nervous? It's like because I've never had this chance to just be me on a stage or in front of people. I mean, on this scale. Whenever I've been in front of hundreds of people, it's always been on stage in a show, but I've never done a communion thought just in front of people, myself. And people want to see me. They want to see the genuine Joey.
Right.
And the Lord wants to use the genuine Joey. He doesn't want to use a character. He wants to use me, and he wants to use all of us just genuinely.
Right.
And so for me, I don't see, being a pastor or getting up and speaking on stage in front of a lot of people about the word. I don't necessarily see that as a performance. At least it shouldn't be a performance.
Well, it's hard in it, Joy, because in the sense that when you do this, and you've got to get real with yourself, and because you want to do a good job, and you want God to be happy about it, and not going like, why did they choose you? But I never meant that. But if you're going to evoke things that you have learned and things that have meant stuff to you, but when it is yours and you've claimed it, that people respond to that. They know they're finding out the inside of Joey, and they can connect to that, and you have to do that. But you do have to put aside yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that keeps you from being nervous. When I would have to perform in any way, I really have to leave me at the doorstep. Now, your ego and all that stuff, you need, as long as you use the ego right, you need that. And then you need the nervousness for the energy level it brings you to and you work with. But I think you did great. What distracted you in the audience?
Oh, goodness. Okay. So at one point in the message, I'm talking about the bigness of God, the vast humongousness of the Lord. And to do that, I was talking about different interesting factoids about his creation. So one was about the universe and about a certain star that I fell in love with the first time I heard it, like 4 or 5 years ago. And when I started talking about it, I looked over to where my family was, and I could see my sister turning over to my mom saying, "Oh, here we go again." And it sort of took me out of it. I was like, I know, I talk about this a lot, but it works. It gets the point across. And this is just, I wouldn't be talking about it. I wouldn't be talking about space. I wouldn't be talking about the vastness of the universe if I was not trying to convey just how big God is, or how big I believe God is. And so he is like, I apologize for talking about it a lot, but hey, not sorry.
I was so surprised that you didn't use any kind of analogy with Star Wars. So I was real proud of you for that. That was good.
We had gotten enough of that a few weeks ago with one communion message.
I told Richard, I said this guy got up and he just challenged anybody that wanted to bring it about trivia of Star Wars. Just ask him after the service, because he will take you down. And I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
But everybody did kind of look up like, wait a minute, is he talking about Star Wars? And how is he going to connect this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was a collective thought bubble that generated from every mind.
Every mind.
A collective thought bubble that said, where is he going?
Where's he going with this?
Where's he going with this? But I felt like everybody got enough Star Wars. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll save it for later.
Yeah. I'll go to the real stars.
Yeah. Ooh.
But you did. You said that you had some comments. Always somebody's trying to help you.
Right. No. A lot of people were very encouraging about it. Everybody says, "Oh, you did, good job," and they were very encouraging to me about what I was doing. But one guy, he's this, an older gentleman, probably in his 80s or something like that. And he's super sweet, but I mean, just like anybody, he says what he believes. And he says what he wants.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I can't wait to get to that age.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be so much fun. But so we were all in a men's Bible study a few days ago, and we were all talking about the Sunday, and our Bible study leader said, "Joey, you did a very nice job." And the older gentleman was like, "Yes, you did." And it's like, I liked it. And when you got up there, this is what he said. When you got up there, I was thinking about walking out, but I didn't, and I'm glad I stayed. What? Thank you.
Because us older people feel like, you can't tell me anything I don't know.
Yeah,
and so they're so, it's difficult. Like this little whippersnapper is going to try and tell me about
Right.
life and
Right.
if I'm going to go to hell or not. No,
Right.
they
No.
don't. That's funny.
I was really upfront at the beginning of the sermon, just honest. You know what? The things that I'm going to be talking about, I did not write these down myself, because if I was writing the sermon based off of my own knowledge, it would not look like this. It would look like something much easier. Because
Right.
I mean, I'm dealing with everything in this sermon that that I'm going to be talking about just as much as the next person, if not more. I mean,
Right.
being a 21-year-old millennial, it's my generation is the epitome of struggling with
Work.
with committing to be a follower.
Mhm.
To doing everything
Committing
themselves.
to any, that's what scares me. And a lot of times,
Right.
I'm sure elders and people in the church sit around and
Right.
go like, how do we keep this going? Because people are just not listening to us, and they have no attention span. They
Right,
just,
right.
So how are we going to keep them together? And but you coming up and doing that, I think those kind of things will help.
Yeah,
Listen, though, we've got to go to a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. You're listening to the
Cool.
Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio. See, now I can sign.
There you go.
I
There
can
you go.
sign. Everyone, I'll sign.
The Cindy Cochran Show. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Hey, this is Cindy. Just wanted to thank you personally for listening. Remember, live is even more fun, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. And if you or someone you know would like to sponsor The Cindy Cochran Show, please message me on my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show.
The Cindy Cochran Show, the most opinionated talk show on radio.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for listening in. This is going to be our last segment, so I got to get all this in really quick. Joey,
Yeah.
we'll have to talk more about this, because if you do become a preacher, it's going to be fun to watch you develop into that. And I know you've got so many things that you can do because of your ridiculous amount of talent, and that you can, but you want to use some of that talent, of course, for God. So that's good, and I think that's a great thing. The other thing is the entertaining part of you. You aren't actor. You do shows and plays and things like that. So you've got that side of you, which I love that. I think that's great. And I want to use that right now, because we're getting ready to talk about what movies are coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And listen, I have not seen anything since the birth of these puppies. No, since her being pregnant, we've just stayed home, like we're nesting with her or something. So I haven't gotten to see a lot of movies, but I do want to see this new movie coming out. Hidden Figures comes out, and Hidden Figures is about these three black women that worked on the space shuttle.
Yeah.
And this was their, well, it wasn't the space shuttle at that time. It was in the 60s. This is, they were going to launch a man into space. And so anyway, Kevin Costner's in it. And people just can't believe there's these black women that are this intelligent and being able to figure out the problems, and that, the mathematics of it.
Right.
And they're in there. So that looks very interesting. I'm anxious to see that. Now, the other one, Underworld Blood Wars, in 3D. I don't know.
We need one of those like every 3 years, of course.
Yeah. We just need an Underworld movie.
An Underworld movie, and it's in 3D. Does
anybody actually ever go see those?
Well,
apparently,
okay.
There's like 6 of them now. So.
Apparently, but I mean, I guess it's all the same people then. I mean,
it's Blood Wars.
It doesn't seem like they add anything new. It's like, it's something from the underworld that needs to be vanquished.
Well, and it's in 3D, boy. So it must be it must be important. Yeah. I've just about had it with 3D. 3D is a joke. I mean, they have not done a good 3D movie. It's just something that you put the glasses on.
Well,
it looks like
Avatar. Avatar was really cool.
No, Avatar was. They used it correctly, but it's just like you need to have a director it's old enough that saw the 3D movies when in the 50s.
Right.
And they really did all the things to scare you and all that, but they just don't. I don't know. Yeah. That's personally. But so A Monster Calls is a new one coming out, and it's that, if you've seen the commercial, and it's this big tree that's following this little kid around, and that's all that I've seen of it. It's It looks like the tree from the Guardian of the Galaxies. That tree
Groot?
that's in.
Oh, Groot. Yeah.
Doesn't it look like? It looks like.
Well, it's a tree.
Well, it's a tree. I guess a tree is a tree.
It's an ent
But
from Lord of the Rings.
You didn't know it's the same character from like all the movies? It's the same tree.
Yeah.
mm,
He's really popular right now.
They
Yeah,
am- they
the
am-
actor, like he's like in all these different movies.
oh, they amortized the cost of making that tree. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so why him? That's another one that's everybody's excited about. That's not new. It's been out for a while, maybe a couple of weeks. But why him is about the dad, and he loves his daughter, and his daughter brings home this, real wealthy. I don't know if he's an actor or he's in something in the entertainment business, all tattooed up, and he's just trying everything he can to discourage her from, getting involved with somebody he thinks is really going to mess, her life up. But Assassin's Creed. Now, if you're a gaming guy, did you ever play Assassin's Creed, Richard? Richard's a gaming guy.
I'm actually playing it right now.
Are you
You
really?
can get it for $1, and
Oh,
so I
wow.
got it on PC.
Oh my word!
Is it for Mac?
No, I don't think so.
No, I didn't think so.
Well, that's
But,
got to be
yeah.
a pretty bloody thing, but it's PG-13. So,
I haven't heard too many great things about it.
oh, you haven't? Okay.
I have not.
All right.
Well, I mean, the storyline of the game is really interesting.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah. It's a very
talks about
interesting story.
DNA heritage and how basically the premise is that the main character is a guy, like not really particular any guy, but his ancestors, and they discover the technology where our past can be unlocked in our DNA. So like our grandfathers and our great grandfathers, and so all of our DNA
This
is
is-
based off our offspring.
Yeah.
So that's how, and so apparently this particular character, his offspring was part of some secret organization back in, the 1400s
Yeah.
that they try to relive his great grandfather's memories
Yeah.
Mhm.
to figure something out. I think they're trying to find an artifact, is what they're trying to find, some type of particular artifact.
That makes it
yeah.
a lot
And
more
where it
interesting
went.
than I thought.
No,
it was
it was
gonna
like,
be.
no, when
Yeah.
I was playing the game, I was like, hey, this is actually kind of cool. How about this movie? And then I started reading about who made it, and
Not
his-
excited.
because what's really appealing about the game is it takes you back to Italy during that time.
Oh.
And so it just
Right.
looks really neat in the
Yeah, it
game
does.
because you're going through the towns and it's kind of neat. Everyone's speaking Italian, but in the movie they said that there's only like 20 minutes of the movie
Devoted to that.
devoted
part?
to that. And the whole
Really?
game is devoted to that.
Oh, no.
It's devoted to the
that's-
Italy deal. So
that's
I was like, man,
big.
that's kind of weird. And the rest of the movie apparently is in the laboratory where you're hooked up.
Oh, okay.
So, or he's hooked up. Michael Fassbender is hooked up.
That's good.
Bender.
Well, the other show, Passengers, I haven't seen either, and that's been out,
Oh, yeah.
and it's been like,
Someone said, "Oh, it's a remake of Rocket Man." I don't know if you've ever seen Rocket Man, but
No.
it's a early 1990s comedy,
yeah, I remember
and
Rocket
it's
Man.
a joke. It's like a funny, like slapstick, totally for kids comedy, but it's about him being in a rocket and he wakes up too early, and he's only been asleep for 18 minutes, and they're going to be in space for but it's about him. No, really, you should
They're
check.
gonna age.
I bet your kids would really like it because it's just slapstick.
Man.
Yeah, because I forgot. I'd forgotten about that movie. I did like that
I
movie.
forgot the actor. It's pretty, yeah, but someone goes, "Oh, look, they remade the Rocket Man." All these remakes,
So that's interesting.
but it's not really a remake.
It looks really cool, though. I mean, the trailer was good. The other one is Sing. Now, I saw Sing. This is the only movie I've seen this whole thing. Sing. Have you seen this, Joey?
I have not.
You ought to go see it. You ought to take your girlfriend and just do it. It is so good. And she'll go, we're going to go see a cartoon. It is so good. You'll love it. It's a good popcorn movie. And the kids, they'll love it. Anyway, Collateral Beauty is another one that's out with Will Smith. And I can't tell. That looks like it only has 2 times it's on now. You can kind of see when a show's not doing well, how many times they show show during the day. It's only 2 times now. It's gone down to that. So
Apparently,
I don't
Star
know.
Wars bombed in China.
Really?
Rogue One did?
Yeah, it did. It didn't even make 100 million or $1 million. It didn't even
See?
make $1 million on opening
You
weekend.
guys need to listen.
Whoa.
So,
You need to listen to me. I told you it was a horrible movie, and it was no good.
Excuse me?
No, for the purist, I said, for the purist, will love it.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
I mean, you walking in off the street and you haven't watched every one, studied it,
Yeah.
analyzed it, and all that, it's going to be, like, confusing,
Well,
and you're not
that-
going to know what's going on.
That was going to be the tough part that I think the director knew going into it. That I mean, he's making
Well, he
a
clearly
movie.
made the wrong decision.
Well, yeah. I mean, but still, I thought it was
Put a lot of thought into that one.
Yeah, but still, I thought it was a good movie for what it was, and I think for those of you who haven't seen it, I promise you the movie is worth it for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, it's worth it for the admission price
Okay, I got to
and
tell
for the
you.
conversation if you want to join it.
All right, I've only got like seconds. I'm being close it up. Okay. Joey, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
I
you.
love it
Thank
when
you.
you're here. Anytime
I
you
love
want
it.
to come
I love
back,
being here.
come sit here and talk to me.
I will. Thank you.
But also, I want to tell you that next week we're going to be having Chris Rossetti from San Francisco. He's a stand-up Christian comedian there, and he want to talk to him.
Oh, cool.
And so we got some things going on, and we'll have Who Done It back on Monday, and so we're really excited about that. And Joey, of course, will be here on Friday, so it'll be a fun week. So stay tuned. Look at my Facebook page and go see our video. And when this video gets up, you'll love it because you can't believe what happened to us and what we were doing. Well, you can't see. All right. Listen, guys, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. It is Friday, and this is Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Thanks for checking out this production on Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, and TV media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production, produced by the show host and Dick Schisler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schisler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.